I totally welcome her coming out and saying it. I know there's probably different views about the severity of the comments, and again, like I've been writing about this for tomorrow, so it's fresh in my mind today because I wasn't covering it on Monday, but just sort of interested to see the backlash and the response. And I'm thinking, I thought it was important that someone with her perspective come out and give their say, because to this point, in terms of what we've heard on the record about this, you have Vera Pauw's take, like a household name, very recognisable name, and very popular with the public. And then you have like the FAI suits, who are sort of alluding to a player review, but honestly, people are so skeptical about the FAI in some respects that they're just, and Vera's interview probably alluded to, the player dissatisfaction, like that was probably seeded by, the FAI, the uncertainty around me, things changed.
I was wrapped up in a certain language last week as well, where it was kind of like we took input from the players, but we were also looking at how the project was going to go from here and so on.
So I think, I honestly think, to get a full picture of the story at the time when the maximum interest in it is now, with the passing of time, that will naturally fade in the nature of the news cycle moving on. I think in the here and now, hearing a bit from, I suppose, the other side, I think I don't see how people can really have an issue with it. I understand all the points about the pressure it puts on the team and so on. Like, that's fine. But I think maybe there seems to be this distance, this gulf between the viewpoint of people who, and it's a small community, who work and operate within women's football here and have done for some time, and people who are reasonably new to it, or haven't been involved at the sharp end of it in a long period of time. And they would appear to be the ones that are particularly shocked and upset around how things ended for Vera Pauw. But yet, I always find it striking how little surprise there is within people actively involved in the game at the moment, or have been for recent years, would be familiar with the players. So I feel, rather than that sort of stuff being the subject of sort of whispers in the background about unhappiness, I think in the circumstances, I can understand why a player came out and said something. And maybe you can argue about the setting and the timing. I get it, but I think it's probably a fair enough perspective.